A girl was answering a question. Suddenly, a pair of ears grew from her head. Peter rubbed his eyes in disbelief, pointing at the girl in shock. She had turned into a rabbit. The entire class screamed and ran away, leaving behind the girl who had turned into a rabbit, but the teacher gave a proud smile instead. Soon, this one and only bunny student stood on stage at the award ceremony. It turned out that in this school, good children would turn into rabbits. All the students suddenly became incredibly jealous. Before long, students in Peter's class started turning into rabbits one by one. Even the hallways were filled with bunny students. But Peter and his best friend, because of their usual mischief, were the only ones who hadn't transformed. They could only watch as everyone else became rabbits and became the target of judgment. Even so, they made a pact to never become rabbits. He and his best friend still messed around in class every day, laughing and joking. Because of this, they were even chased by other bunny classmates, wanted to turn them into rabbits too. Peter's mom tried to encourage him to work harder, but his dad said, "It's okay not to become a rabbit too." But during the parent-teacher meeting, Peter's dad was harshly criticized by the teacher. Feeling ashamed, he couldn't eat when he got home. Peter's rabbit sister told him not to be discouraged, so the parents made up their minds, determined to help Peter become a rabbit too. They replaced all his food with carrots, tried stretching his ears, even painted his bedroom walls red. But after all their hard work, nothing changed. Meanwhile, under the teacher's constant lectures, Peter's best friend also grew bunny ears. Peter was stunned. Now he was the only student who still hadn't turned into a rabbit. The angry teacher came for a home visit. Peter's dad showed her a fridge full of carrots, but the teacher was unimpressed, urging them to try harder. Under pressure, Peter's parents secretly added a potion to make his ears grow, but Peter overheard their plan. He pretended to swallow the medicine, then quickly spit it out, and made a pair of fake ears out of clay, thinking they had succeeded. But when Peter got to school, he took off the fake ears. Seeing no change, the teacher was deeply disappointed. She immediately summoned his parents, but this time, Peter's dad, already fed up with the teacher, finally exploded, and the two got into a fierce argument. Meanwhile, Peter slipped away and saw a girl in a wheelchair. She turned out to be the teacher's daughter. She told Peter that her mom had been too stressed over him. She didn't even have time to read her bedtime stories anymore. Peter felt deeply guilty and decided to become a good kid. He bought a rabbit headpiece to wear, hiding his real self. His parents were overjoyed, while the teacher was shocked. Everyone believed Peter had finally become what they wanted. The teacher handed him a trophy and took a group photo with all the bunny students. Afterward, Peter removed his headpiece, only to see a man removing a panda mask. The man comforted Peter, telling him it's okay to be himself. Peter smiled, took off the bunny head and ran off. Suddenly, he woke up. It had all been a dream. If it were you, would you choose to become a rabbit student? Share your answer in the comments.